All right, here we go with our first run at the deck here. Let's see. This hand seems like it's not great, but this card makes a lot of up for a lot of things, so why not? We'll try it. We're on the draw here. We can crack a land, get a basic forest, play this, look for a mana dork. We may just draw a mana dork. I think this hand, you don't have to mulligan to mana dorks in this deck because there's so many, especially with the Oath of Nissa. It becomes very easy to sort of find those pieces. I bet this deck has a hard time against counterspells, though. Yeah, see, there's our first one. Could be on Delver or something, so I'm just fetching a basic. Get the Oath. I guess we want probably the Westphale, I guess. We have plenty of colors here. Yeah, I would like to reveal this. So we can get pretty much everything we need with this. Obviously, you can't get the doubling season, but you can get a bunch else. There goes our Caryatid. Land, mana dorks, pretty much the best use for Oath of Nissa. Of course, this is the one of the few decks where that ability actually matters, other than the standard green-white deck that was running Chandra for a while. But all right, let's see if we can hit a mana dork off the top here. That'd be nice. Caryatid's actually like the best one against a deck like this too. Suspending a vision. Okay, well, we got nothing yet. Hopefully, we'll be able to resolve this Nissa next turn. Whoa, guess we have 6. That's fine. It's extremely unlikely that this will resolve, and he actually missed a land drop, so I almost don't want to give target for remand, but I'll just go ahead and fetch out the forest. This one we'll shock ourselves with. Guess it doesn't really matter, right? Because we're going to be able to cast Song's Oath, and this Oath of Nissa is not going anywhere, so maybe there's just no reason to deal damage to ourselves. This is almost certainly getting countered, but, you got to run him through it. Okay, Mana Leak's actually fine. Better, in that case, it's better Mana Leak than Remand. He's probably just got a bunch of counter spells. Eventually, this Ancestral Vision was going to resolve. Oh, is he tapping out for something? And then I'll get a play Nahiri. Oh, I mean, that's a pretty good one to tap out for. That's not a very good one to draw. Alright, let's see here. So we can play Xenagos. Make a guy chump block. Our guy would just get bolted. Then he'll kill our guy, but hopefully that would open the door for us to Nahiri. Alternatively, we Nahiri go up to 6, but then the Nahiri dies. I think we're just going to play the Xenagos here. Does this work how I want it to? Weird. Okay. Alright, so this forces him to expend a spell to deal with this, which also forces him to spend mana on his turn to do so, and then hopefully we can play Nahiri and shoot this thing down. Unfortunately, him hitting that land off the top there, yeah, makes that plan a lot worse, but maybe it's not a bolt. Maybe it's some weird combination of mana. Grixis Charm. Kolaghan's Command. Oh, okay. Pitch Armor, cool. Yep, this works out fine. We essentially trade Xenagos for the Kolaghan's Command, and now we get to hack the... Oh, I don't understand exactly how this works. We just have to click through a bunch? Sure. Alright, get out of here, Tassiger. Now he's going to draw a bunch of cards, and there's not a lot we can do about that, but we do have Nahiri on the board, so we'll have to deal with that. And if we draw a land next turn, we can cast Chandra. A bunch of Planeswalkers does seem something that's pretty good if you can get ahead against a deck like this. Alright, there goes Nahiri number 1. I mean, he's almost certainly got counter spells, but there's just not that much we can do about it. I'm going to try to the Nahiri here. One, because we don't have to pain ourselves to do it, but also because we can ooh. Okay. Let's take this bad boy up. The stomping ground out of here. The Windswept Teeth in here. That's fine. Now next turn we have Chandra up, which seems pretty good. Now he's got a long way to go to kill this Nahiri if he doesn't have just an easy answer. Maybe he's got a Vendilion Click or something here to poke at it. I'm not sure. That resolving was a very good sign for us. So maybe he's just sitting on a bunch of Terminates. That's the nice thing about our deck, is blanking all of those common creature removal spells. It's possible we could have played around a second Kolaghan's Command and held this in our hand. That may have been worth it. I'm not sure. It would, because we could have fetched out the basic. Maybe that would have been better. All right, so Snap Bolt is 5. So this doesn't actually kill Nahiri. Doesn't kill Nahiri, and then we get follow up with Chandra. Maybe we could -1 kill the Snapcaster. All right, is there another bolt? Go ahead and fetch now. All right, this will finish off the Nahiri. He's got 3 cards in hand. We have drawn an Arbor Elf. That's fine. So let's see if we can go ahead and get on in here with Chandra. He didn't counter the last one, so maybe he doesn't have the counter spell. And he does not have the counter spell, so I'm just going to -1 to kill the Snapcaster. I could do this. I could put in the 6 power, maybe. Go up to 5. Maybe that's better. I don't think drawing cards is the right thing to do here. But it's possible we just put on the pressure, hit him to 7. The Snapcaster does 2, puts it down to 3, where a bolt kills it. The thing is, a bolt is going to kill it either way. Yeah, I'm going to minus, I think. Because the thing is, if he has another Lightning Bolt or another Snapcaster or something, we can plus it. We can get him for 6 damage, put him to 7, but that bolt then kills our Chandra, and he still has a Snapcaster. So I'd rather minus it, and then if he has the Lightning Bolt to kill it, then at least he doesn't have a Snapcaster on top of it. And if he has another Snapcaster at the end of the turn to bolt it dead, then at least, you know, it's 1 Snapcaster instead of 2. And he didn't have any of that. So this is looking like we might be okay for the moment. Now this will start to, if this thing survives, which I'm not confident on, this might be a Dark Dwellers or something that get back Lightning Bolt. Yep. Yuck. Okay. He wants the Kolaghan's Command. Really? Okay, I'll discard an Arbor Elf. Buys back his time. I mean, that's fine. Go ahead and Jace. I don't know what we're going to do with Jace. I think I might just plus Jace. Because then he can't kill either of these. Yeah, let's do that. Because he can't... Yeah, he bought back the Snapcaster. It's going to require him to do a lot of stuff. I mean, he'll Snap Bolt. He only gets to kill 1 because we're going to have both of these up above. I mean, this seems pretty fine. I mean, getting cards is, of course, appealing, but depending on what happens, we're going to be able to get cards either way. Because if he plays Snapcaster, attacks this, and bolts it dead, Then we don't have that, but then we're going to have this, and we can, yeah, this seems fine. We're very close to turning the corner here. That's for sure. I guess we'll, no, these go away at the end of the turn, correct? Yes. Yeah, get in for a little damage. The important part is I think we're going to untap with one of these in a position to draw cards with it. Whether that's, you know, a Jace pile or a Chandra wheel or something, and then we can hit another Planeswalker or something to kind of go off. I also would accept a Doubling Season. Because Doubling Season not only works when you cast the Planeswalker and they come into play with the double the counters, it works when you're plussing loyalties as well. Alright, so he has to decide which one of these he wants to kill, but I don't think he's going to be able to kill both. What does this mean? Okay. Alright, so he went after this one. Yeah, that's fine, okay. So he's decided to kill that, which is probably the right decision for him. So let's go ahead and minus the Jace. Destroy all creatures with power 4 or greater. I accept. Choose pile 2. Okay. Now, of course, if he has drawn a counter, which he has not drawn a counter spell, so it has menace, so we can just go all blocks here. I can destroy this, lose one of these. I could make tokens and have a block for the Snapcaster. Yeah, I'm just going to make tokens. This is maybe a little riskier, but it's also the one that turns us ahead longer. I mean, killing this, he'll basically kill this and we can minus Chase again. But the upside of this is much higher, especially since it can actually take a hit from a Dark Dwellers once it goes up to 5. The upside here is very strong. We're also at a point, we do have enough mana, we can start going in on the Westphale. Yeah, that's fine. That's what I expected. Give him a spot for the Terminate. Now, this guy has Menace, so we could chump it if we wanted, but I could just eat the Snapcaster as well. It depends how he sets up his attacks here. If he sends the team in at Sun's Champion, and that is what he's doing, just going to put one here. Take Snapcaster off the board. Elspeth Sun's Champion is still alive, barring, you know, obviously something else on his part, like another Kalagon's Command. Or a Kalitas. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we get to make more tokens and we just chump block for days here. We are actively pulling ahead. And that is some more token making. I think I'm going to minus again. Because we have so many haymakers I think we can hit here. Like Doubling Season, for instance. Let's see. How does he want to make these piles? Because I will just play Gideon and kill it. Now, this is tempting, to be honest. This is very tempting to take this pile. I don't... We can make a lot of mana this turn with the Xenagos, right? So... Alright, let's think this through. If I play Xenagos... If I take this pile, play Xenagos, plus Elspeth, we go up to 4 dudes. I can then make 4 mana with this 4 mana with this guy and have 4, 5, 6. Just doesn't necessarily do a ton. I think I would rather make tokens, make mana, play Gideon. Now, of course, if he's sitting on another counterspell, that's a little rough, but that still doesn't dampen our, you know, chump block and try it all again next turn plan. So we're going to go ahead and start with, actually, how I tap my mana matters in this case, huh? With this, I don't think we're going to have enough. It's 2, no matter how we do it. I don't think we're going to be able to do anything with Nykthos, but may as well keep it open. See if this resolves. My goal with this is to be able to go Xenagos, Gideon. Oh my gosh, he's just going to scoop. Okay, wow. Okay, we got there. Wow, that was a great game. We actually turned the corner. There was a time where that was very even. All right, so let's get these Leyline of Sanctities in here. Blood Moon's also pretty good against him, as is Rest in Peace. We have a lot of good cards against him, to be honest. I think maybe this Gideon's very good. All of these effects here are actually very good. Probably if we decide we want the Blood Moons, that's sort of the sticking point here. So we want the Blood Moons. We could board out a Doubling Season. I think you can go down to 2. We cannot play Leylines and just power through his discard. But I bet he's going to load up on discard. I kind of like having Leyline here. Maybe we just don't care about Blood Moon because he can fetch for basics. This is very hard. Obviously, you know, when I'm in this series of trying out all these different decks, I don't have extensive sideboarding experience with them. And in this case, I found this deck, you know, in a modern league. So it's hard to know exactly what the sideboarding plan is. But I think that we assume something like Anger's coming in. So we'll board out some number of Mana Dorks. And a Doubling Season. We'll run with 3 Blood Moons. I don't know. We'll see how this plan works. I do worry about having infinite Mana Dorks against, say, Jeez. I'm keeping this. There's the Oath, and I'm keeping this hand. This is Oath and Nissa doing work. Our opponent's mulligan to 6. But yeah, we can start with the ley lines to blank any, our opponent's on 5. Blank any discard spells he has. And then we can Hierarch, and if we don't hit a land in our first 2 draws, we can just Oath of Nissa. Of course, we're just going to hit it anyways. And play a turn 2 Blood Moon on top of the ley lines. So that's pretty sick. Alright, please get a non-basic. Yes. Feel the hate run through you. Oh no! We've been Dreadboard, alright. Just kidding, we do not have a turn 2. Oops. I'm gonna go ahead and fetch out the Stomping Ground. I meant to tap this and I misclicked it. So now we can, if we hit a mana or whatever, I'm going to pay the life. Obviously, the misclick costs us 2 life there because if we hit a mana dork off of this, which we don't, so I guess it doesn't matter, but we took 2 damage that way. So we just want the land here. We do have the Oath of Nissa now, so we can just take the Westphale. So we can play the turn 3 Blood Moon. If it resolves, which seems unlikely. But then we can, whatever. He mulled a million, he might not have counterspells, and if he does, then we'll just play Jace next turn. Negate, sure. He could be sitting on a bunch of discard. He's going to play this, so we could resolve Jace next turn and just minus and start accumulating the card advantage. Or just plus and threaten the old-fashioned ultimate. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, wait now. Wait now. This makes mana. This produces an extra bit of mana. Does that mean we can play Doubling Season? I don't think I'm going to, but I think it does, right? So we could go tap, make 4, 5. We could play Doubling Season this turn and then immediately ultimate the Jace. It's a super greedy play, right? But why not? mean, because we could just play Jace, but whatever. Doubling Season makes every draw for the rest of the entire game better. I'd rather resolve it, I think, than a Jace. I don't know if this is how they drew up this deck working. Is the old Nykthos for with the double ley lines to ramp 1 and play Doubling Season. I mean, oh gosh. If he doesn't pass with Counterspell Mana open, the game's over. You know, the bad thing, right? You should probably never actually get to ultimate your Planeswalkers in this deck. Is this him trying to play Tassiger? Oh god, I'm sorry, friend. Alright, well, so we can even use that white mana we create to cast our Jace. Why not? Oh my gosh. Mission accomplished. We did it. Ultimating. How does this work? You may a non-land... Oh, so I'm just going to cast my Jace? Or my... Yeah, okay, he's going to... I'm going to cast my Emrakul, and he's going to... It doesn't matter what I cast. Oh my gosh. Achievement unlocked. Just casually ultimate Jace Architect of Thought on turn 5. That was hilarious. This deck is fun. Alright, I'm sorry. My excitement getting the best of me. That was awesome. Round done. Grixis control wrecked.